The story begins with a serene yet somber scene at Shell Cottage, where Harry Potter stands over a makeshift grave on the beach, digging with his bare hands in the sand. Inside the cottage, Bill Weasley and Fleur Delacour offer shelter, while Griphook the Goblin recovers from injuries, his shrewd eyes glinting as Harry negotiates for help to break into Gringotts Bank, offering the Sword of Gryffindor in exchange, a risky bargain that sets the stage for their daring heist. The air thick with tension, as the trio knows Voldemort's forces are closing in like shadows at dusk. Hermione brews Polyjuice potion in a makeshift cauldron, her brow furrowed in concentration, while Ron practices his Bellatrix Lestrange impression, snarling Crucio in a hilariously bad falsetto. Harry dons the invisibility cloak for a test run. Hermione, transformed into Bellatrix with her haughty stride and wild hair, demands entry at Gringotts' marble doors, her voice a chilling mimicry that fools the goblins. Barely. Griphook hides under the cloak, whispering directions as they descend in a rickety cart hurtling through twisting tunnels, like a roller coaster from hell, sparks flying from the rails. At the vault, the goblin teller falls under Imperius from Ron's wand. Chaos erupts. Goblins swarm, cursing with wands that multiply treasures into burning duplicates. The vault, a scorching trap of gold and gems that scald like lava. Trapped in the Lestrange vault amid cascading hot metal, Harry spots the Hufflepuff Cup Horcrux atop a pile, leaping like a Quidditch seeker to grab it as the treasures avalanche. Griphook betrays them, snatching the sword and fleeing with a goblin's greed, yelling, "Thieves!" as alarms wail. Desperate, the trio climbs onto the blind Ukrainian iron-bellied dragon chained in the depths, its scales rough like ancient armor. Harry blasting the chains with reducto spells that echo like thunder. The beast roars, smashing through the cavern walls in a rampage of fire and rubble, bursting into the Gringotts lobby in an explosion of marble and screams. Goblins scattering like pins in a bowling alley. They soar out into Diagon Alley, the dragon's wings unfurling like sails of freedom, crashing through the roof in a shower of glass, carrying them high over London before plunging into a lake, the cup secured but their bodies bruised. The heist a Pyrrhic victory that alerts Voldemort to their quest. Soaked and shivering, the trio apparates to Hogsmeade under a starry sky, alarms blaring as Death Eaters patrol the snow-dusted streets like wolves on the hunt. Hiding in an alley, Harry's scar burns with Voldemort's rage, revealing Aberforth Dumbledore, Albus's gruff brother with a goat Patronus that saved them, his bar the Hog's Head, a dimly lit refuge of dusty bottles and secrets. Aberforth scoffs at their mission, revealing his bitterness over Ariana's death and Albus's past with Grindelwald, but softens when Harry mentions the Mirror Shard, Aberforth's gift from Sirius. He summons Neville Longbottom through a portrait tunnel, leading to Hogwarts, where the Resistance awaits, the castle's lights twinkling like beacons of hope amid the encroaching darkness. Through the Ariana portrait, the trio emerges into the Room of Requirement, now a bustling rebel hideout filled with hammocks, banners, and determined students like Neville, Seamus, and Luna Lovegood. Their faces scarred but spirits unbroken from months under Snape's regime. Cheers erupt. Harry's here. As old friends reunite, Neville explaining the Carrow's torture classes and Dumbledore's army's underground fight. Harry reveals the Horcrux hunt, needing Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem, as Luna suggests the Ravenclaw Tower. But Snape summons the school to the Great Hall, his voice booming like thunder, ordering Harry's surrender with a silky threat, "Give him up or suffer." "Students defy him," Pansy Parkinson pointing at Harry, but McGonagall steps forward, dueling Snape in a blaze of spells that shatters windows. Forcing him to flee through a window like a bat into the night with Snape gone, McGonagall rallies the staff, Flitwick, Sprout, Slughorn, casting Pier Totem Locomotor to animate statues and suits of armor, marching like an iron army to defend the castle. The grounds erupt in protective enchantments, domes of light shimmering as Voldemort's forces approach, giants thundering, dementors gliding like black fog. Harry races with Luna to Ravenclaw Tower, solving the Knocker's riddle. Where do vanished objects go? Into non-being, which is to say everything. To enter the common room, where Cho offers help, but Luna distracts as Lady Ravenclaw's ghost appears, her ethereal form revealing the diadem's location in the Room of Requirement, lost among 1,000 years of secrets. Harry dashes back to the Room of Requirement, now a vast junkyard of hidden objects towering like mountains of forgotten magic. Ron and Hermione rejoin, Hermione revealing she destroyed the cup Horcrux with basilisk fangs from the chamber, clever witch, as they search for the diadem. Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle ambush them, wands blazing in a duel of curses and hexes that topples piles of debris. Crabbe unleashes Fiendfire, a roaring inferno of cursed flames shaping into beasts that devour everything, the room a blazing hellscape. Harry, Ron, and Hermione mount brooms, soaring through the chaos to rescue the diadem. But Crabbe perishes in the fire he couldn't control. Malfoy and Goyle saved by Harry's mercy. The diadem destroyed in the flames. Another Horcrux gone. Voldemort, in the shrieking shack with Lucius and Nagini, senses the Horcrux loss, his rage exploding like a curse as he blasts Lucius aside. He summons Snape, accusing him of owning the Elder Wand's allegiance since killing Dumbledore, and commands Nagini to strike. Kill! The snake's fangs sinking into Snape's neck in a fatal bite, blood pooling as Voldemort departs. Harry, under the cloak with Ron and Hermione, watches hidden, Snape's eyes glazing as he gasps, "Take it," expelling silvery memories into a vial for Harry. His final words a plea, "Look at me," his gaze locking on Harry's green eyes, echoing Lily's. Before he dies, a complex villain redeemed in death. In Dumbledore's office, Harry pours Snape's memories into the pensieve, diving into a swirl of visions. Young Snape befriending Lily Evans, their bond shattering over Mudblood, Snape's plea to Dumbledore to protect Lily from Voldemort, his double agent role after her death. Revelations flood. Snape loved Lily always, his Patronus ado matching hers. He protected Harry for her sake, tipped the order about the 7 Potters, and Dumbledore's plan. Harry must die as Voldemort's Horcrux to defeat him. Dumbledore's hand cursed by the ring Horcrux, Snape killing him on orders. Harry emerges shattered, the truth a dagger to his heart. Realizing his fate as he walks to the forest, the castle shaking under siege. Past fallen friends, Fred Weasley lifeless, Lupin and Tonks hand in death. He opens the snitch. I am about to die, revealing the resurrection stone, summoning ghosts of James, Lily, Sirius, and Lupin, their ethereal forms offering comfort like whispers of love. Lily's, "You've been so brave," a balm to his soul. Cloaked, he enters the forbidden forest, facing Voldemort and Death Eaters, Hagrid bound and gagged. Voldemort hisses, "Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die," unleashing Avada Kedavra in green fury. Harry falls, dead, his body limp as Hagrid wails. The Dark Lord triumphant, Harry awakens in a misty King's Cross station, a limbo of white light, where a grotesque Voldemort baby writhes under a bench. Dumbledore appears, silver-bearded and wise, explaining Harry survived via Lily's blood in Voldemort, the Elder Wand's allegiance to Harry since disarming Draco, and the choice, return or on. Harry chooses life, waking hidden under the cloak as Voldemort parades his body to Hogwarts, demanding surrender. Neville defies, pulling the sword from the hat to slay Nagini, the last Horcrux, igniting the battle's climax. Chaos reigns, the hall erupting in hope Voldemort and Harry circle in the Great Hall. Wands, raised amid rubble and bodies, the dawn light filtering through shattered windows like a new beginning. Voldemort taunts, "You dare?" But Harry reveals truths. Snape's loyalty to Dumbledore, the Elder Wand's true master. Harry, since defeating Draco, and Voldemort's fatal error using Harry's blood. They duel, Expelliarmus versus Avada Kedavra, the wands connecting in golden light, the Elder Wand rebelling, the curse rebounding to strike Voldemort, his body crumpling like a discarded puppet. The war ended. Harry repairs his wand with the Elder, discards the Elder Wand in Dumbledore's tomb, choosing peace. 19 years later, at King's Cross, adult Harry, Ginny, Ron, and Hermione see their kids off to Hogwarts. Albus Severus fearing Slytherin, Harry reassuring, "The scar hasn't pained me for 19 years." All is well. The train chugging away as the saga closes on a note of enduring magic and family.